the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bringing out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
In what ball?
The crystal ball.
Oh, not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone in the league will also be watching.
Wow.
Shaq Thomas.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch
Just
it.
hand me that ball, please.
Can't touch it.
Why? Look.
Oh! He just dropped the ball.
Don't have to worry about that shtick anymore.
He dropped the ball.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the Pistons. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Victor Oladipo trained with Dwayne Wade heading into last season. Now, Wade says, we talked about not knowing the path of your career. Don't put limitations on yourself. The result for Oladipo was an all-star appearance. Kevin?
He's definitely on an upward trajectory, DA. Thank you. And Clark, with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us, what can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long, long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body.
Right.
Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Pacers, Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Down low, it's Young and Turner. And it's Evans in at the 3 slot. Now Oladipo following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Oladipo, the pass to Evans. No good on that one. Great D that time from Hood. Banked in off the glass. Hood's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Cleveland.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
They get it back. Evans passes to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Love. Shots good by Turner. Now here is Hill. Pass to Thompson. He kicks it to Hood. The screen from Thompson. Hood dishes to Hill. Love with the screen for Hill. No good on that one. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Young kicks to Oladipo.
I think they got to get it going. A 1-for-5 start, not what they wanted.
Off target from three-point range. Outside Hood lets it go from deep. The three-pointer is right on target. Hood's got 5 now.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
A nice shot by Collison.
And Collison, I think, is at his best when he's shooting the ball from a set position. More of a set shooter than a guy who shoots it well on the move.
Now here's Love. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Another shot. The kick out to Hill. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
And a wide open look for Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 8 points for Rodney Hood.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Collison, the pass to Evans. Over Hood. No good off the back of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 3. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. That 3 off the mark. Pacers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25% and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Here's Hood over Evans, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pacers trail by 3. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Evans, and it's good. 2 points.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
And, Greg, I think this could go either way. I mean, they've had the upper hand most recently, but you play the games because you don't know how it's going to play out.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Darren Collison. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go. I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now here is Hill. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Hood for 3. Cleveland the rebound. And Thompson kicks to Hill. Thompson a screen on Collison. Just 5 to shoot. Hill passes to Smith. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Back to Young. Shot from free throw range. Rebounded by Hood.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Pacers trail by 3. Evans with it. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. he's still scoreless.
Collison, the pass to Turner. Over Thompson. The shot by Turner, no good.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Collison. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Collison's got his second bucket of the night.
And, you know, even though he's smaller and slight of build, Collison doesn't fear going inside. He's really solid at scoring from there.
Now here's Hood. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit. And it's Love missing.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Indiana shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Free throw good. Tyreke Evans. And Tyreke Evans, a player who's still found a way to improve his game.
You know, he added the three-point shot that is much more consistent than what he had earlier in his career. Has always been a playmaker and strong at getting to the rim. But now that you have to respect his outside shot, I think he took a step back to being the player we thought he'd be after that amazing rookie season.
Indiana trailing here. And here is Joseph. Kicks to O'Quinn. Bogdanovich passes to Sabonis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
And he makes the first. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
Here's Osman. The Pacers making the shot. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He picked up 12 points in their last win against San Antonio.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. And here are the Cavaliers now. The Pacers making the shot. And a deep three from Korver. And another three for Cleveland.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that three-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down.
Joseph against Clarkson. Now here's Joseph. Defense right on him to the inside. Sabonis with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Cavaliers leading. Clarkson kicks to Osman. Nance a screen. Pass to Korver. Now Nance. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Back to Korver. 6 to shoot. Off the pick. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Clarkson against Joseph. Ball's knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Indiana.
And their big men are getting the bigger percentage of these boards. You know, you expect that, and they'll need them to continue to patrol the paint and clean up the mess if they're going to win this game.
Here's Osman. Mans a screen. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
One shot. And, you know, the Pacers were one of the better teams in the East last year. Many wondered just how or why the Pacers were so good. I think you point to the chemistry this team has as something that you can't deny, along with having a star that endeared himself to his teammates in Oladipo.
And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
On the fast break, Clarkson, like a gazelle. Nobody can stop him.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Joseph against Clarkson. They set the pick. Joseph, the pass to O'Quinn. No good again that time. And along with the chemistry the Pacers enjoy, another strength. Clark is their guard play.
Well, Kevin, they've got a number of guards that can initiate the offense, and they all do it fairly efficiently. Don't turn it over much, and they all can shoot it and drive it. So that group of guards is really a strong part of this team.
Count it.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Here's Joseph following the score by Cleveland. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Superb at making use of any screen he gets. Joseph knows how to create for himself.
Nance a screen on Joseph. Clarkson kicks to Osman. There's a good screen. Zizic passes to Korver. But they get it back. Passes it to Osman. And he's good on the 3-ball. Osman's got 7 points in the game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Korver kicks to Clarkson. Shoots from 14. That shot no good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
Pacers trail by 12. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Sabonis is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's McDermott. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. Here's Joseph. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Corey Joseph quietly changing his game, Clark, the past few seasons to better his efficiency.
I agree with you there. I mean, he's done a nice job of recognizing the value of becoming better as a spot-up shooter. And as a result of the work he's put in, he's become pretty lethal on catch-and-shoot situations.
He misses the free throw. Clark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Boy, some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scores at that forward position.
Cleveland leading by 11. Outside Korver. Nance a screen. Here's Osman. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Joseph. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Joseph. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
Here's O'Quinn. Cavaliers with the rebound and the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game. Love's check in for Jetty Osman. The Pacers also changing it up. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Oladipo in for McDermott. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, DA, thank you. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Zizic. Smith comes in for Nance, and it's Hill in for Kyle Korver. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Indiana. Collison comes in for Corey Joseph. Now, here is Smith. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. 5 on the clock. Smith drawn the double team. Good D by Bogdanovich. The Pacers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Will it go? Hill with some nice D.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You've got to improvise sometimes.
Oladipo against Clarkson. Smith outside. Love with the screen for Smith. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Smith's got his second basket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hood's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Evans is checked in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreek Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
And both free throws good for Tyreek Evans. Tyreek Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Collison, the pass to Evans. They set the pick. Here's Oladipo. Here's Turner. And Oladipo has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Oladipo's got his first 3 points of the game. Hill kicks to Love. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Tuesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now here's Evans. He's got 7. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. And the pass to Young. To the middle. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Number 1, Victor Oladipo.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Smith outside. Thompson a screen on Evans. Here's Hood. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hood's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Collison the pass to Oladipo. There's the pick. Turner with a screen on Smith. Here's Oladipo. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
No quit in his game. Trying to get physical with Oladipo. He relishes that challenge.
The Cavaliers have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Thompson, good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Puts it up off the inbound, and the wide open shot from Collison.
Has not made another 3 since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
Hill against Collison. Hill kicks to Hood. It's a pick by Love. Hood drives in. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 3rd rebound on the night. There's the lob to Oladipo.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Love with the screen on Oladipo. Nice shot by Smith.
And Smith loves pulling up from 3. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Darren Collison played his college basketball at UCLA. Not a big name in the point guard world, but he is as reliable as they get. Excellent speed and quickness, double-digit scoring, and was the best three-point percentage shooter in the NBA last year.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. Coming off a terrific season, 12th in rebounding, 12th in free throw percentage, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Now, here's Oladipo. A 20-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Good D by Thompson. And with Collison, coaches just love him for the reasons you mentioned, Clark. Keeps an offense humming in all ways.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's cut down his turnovers over the last couple of seasons. His speed allows him to get into the open court, and he's really improved as a three-point shooter. All of those things help him run a team effectively. Even though he's not a big assist getter, he does help your offense run smoothly.
Shots good by Turner.
Boy, tough trying to match Turner's intensity. I mean, once he's committed to scoring the ball, you're not stopping him.
Hill kicks to Hood. Pick up by Hill. Hood against Evans. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 12 points in the game. And so here is Indiana. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Hill passes to Hood. Screen by Smith. Inside. That shot misses. Good defensive work there by Young. Pacers trail by 20. Tries from 10. That one a little long.
Got to give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
Outside Hill. Over Collison. Hill, no good.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Now here's Hood following the shot by Evans. And the shot goes in. Hill's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, it's nice to see Hill get busy down inside. Really quite remarkable how he finds ways to score in the thick of things.
Now here's Collison. He has 5. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a change for the Pacers. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Darren Collison.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Outside Hood. Outside Hill. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Over in the corner, Osman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse. And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. And for Young, a veteran, as you mentioned, Clark, still one of the more athletic players in the league.
Yeah, he really is. Very impressive how long Thaddeus has been as consistent as he's been. Does a nice job running the floor. Really good in shot selection. And has become a more vocal leader as he is one of the older guys in the league now.
And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Now here's Korver. 6 points for him. Here's Zizic. Sabonis grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And, you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting.
And he's good on the second. Here is Korver. Pass to Zizic. Back to Korver. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, that catch and shoot game of Korver is lethal. His ability to immediately fire off the pass as good as it gets.
Now here is Young. Here's Joseph. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. Sabonis grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's O'Quinn. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
The Cavaliers leading by 19. Clarkson kicks to Zizic. There's the pick. Dishes to Korver. Over Bogdanovich. Korver, no luck.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Picked by O'Quinn. And it's Joseph in the corner. Now here's Sabonis. Defense right on him. Count it. Good. Sabonis has got 5.
Yeah, I like Sabonis's game inside because he's confident and skilled.
Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Joseph. Clarkson passes to Zizic. He dishes it to Korver. Looking for Clarkson. He gets it there.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Clarkson against Joseph. Screen by Young. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the game.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovich with the quick trigger.
Clarkson against Joseph. Now Clarkson, 11 points in the game. On the wing, Nance. Over O'Quinn. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Cleveland. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Kyle, big double-digit lead here at the end of the half. What's been the difference?
I mean, we're at home playing with energy. We knocked down some shots. We can be better, but, you know, we'll take a double-digit lead for sure.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Rodney Hood in the first half. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Without question, Rodney Hood displaying his skills today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Love is the four with Thompson in the middle. On the perimeter, Smith and Hood. And it's Hill in at the one spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here's Collison. Here's Turner. Cavaliers with the rebound. Hood's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
There's the screen. Evans kicks to Turner. Over Hill. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Evans. Evans has got 3 assists tonight. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well. He demands accountability. And his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Young, 11 feet away. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Evans passes to Oladipo. Looking to get back on track here over Smith. The feed to Young. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Young's got 5.
Really good alertness from Young there, who was in perfect position on the catch and shoot.
Hill dishes to Love. The screen from Thompson. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Pacers trail by 16. Now here's Evans. He has 7. Outside Turner, and here's Young from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Collison against Hill. He kicks to Love. Left side, Hood. From downtown, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He continues to struggle from the field, but luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That is his first foul of the game. McDermott's checked in for Young. Hill kicks to Hood. Pick up by Hill. Hood against Evans. Outside Hill. It's a pick by Love, looking to end the drought. And another miss by Cleveland.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
McDermott can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 13. to the inside. Here's Hill. The shot's good. Hill's got 7 points.
Like that execution, Kevin. A successful possession leading to a high percentage basket.
Timeout called the Pacers. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take, and he lives mostly inside the paint, and still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Oladipo.
Well, they're going to have to look elsewhere for points because he has pulled a Houdini and completely disappeared from the offense in this one. Just no production from him, and nothing seems to be in rhythm for him right now. It's just not his night.
Now here's Collison. He's got 5. Turner with a screen on Smith. He used that pick just right. 9 points for Victor Oladipo.
He's such a smart player. Not only is he athletically supreme, but smart as well. Oladipo, excellent at using the pick and roll to his advantage.
Hood against Evans. Love with the screen on Evans. Hood can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 13. Evans passes to Turner. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Miles Turner. I mean, he was expected to take another big leap forward into stardom, but didn't quite get to that point. But sometimes growth is not a straight line. It's up and down, sideways a bit. This young man's got the character and talent to be an all-star in the near future.
That free throw, no good. And Clark with Turner last season battled some injuries and had to work to come back to his consistent rotation time role.
Kevin, how many times have I said it? I know we're in the microwave age, but you have to be patient with these young guys, especially big guys. They just traditionally take longer to develop. You've got to remember he played 1 year of college basketball at an outstanding rookie year. The sophomore year, a little bit bumpy, but still progress made. This guy's got great promise and potential, and he's going to be an impact player for a long time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Collison, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. The screen from Thompson. Evans against Hill. Love with the screen on Evans. Turner comes with the double team. Hill, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hill's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
McDermott dishes to Turner. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Turner following the score by Rodney Hood. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. It's good. Turner's got 11.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 22 is their biggest lead. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Poked away, and so it's Cleveland with it. Here's Smith. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Zizic has checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Hood. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Hill. Then for the Pacers, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Bogdanovich comes in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Tyreek Evans. Now here's McDermott. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there's Korver on the assist by Love. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Bogdanovich. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Bogdanovich, a player who has bounced around the last few seasons.
Yeah, you know what? He's a guy that spaces the floor nicely, Kevin, and he's got a toughness to him that I think was undervalued and underappreciated across the league. He can make shots off the catch and shoot or coming off screens, and he also showed himself to be a better defender than people thought he was.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, Bojan Bogdanovic, not an elite athlete by NBA standards, but he's a live weapon because he can really shoot the ball and put it on the floor.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Joseph. Larry Nance making his last shot. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Joseph. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, you can just see it in Corey Joseph. He loves to hoop. I mean, he's a talented offensive player who also gets after it on defense.
Clark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Cleveland keeping it alive, fresh 24. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Indiana. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
And the second free throw, good. Pacers trail by 20. Bogdanovich with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Joseph. And no good. Korver with the defensive effort. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Both good from the line that time. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Clarkson kicks to Nance. There's the screen. Passes it to Zizic. The dish to Clarkson. The pass to Osman. The three from Korver. Here's Zizic. Back to Osman. Nance sets a screen for Clarkson. That'll go on McDermott. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pacers making a change here. Young's checked in. And so here's Cleveland. Korver, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. O'Quinn's got 6.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
To the middle. The shot's good from Zizic. Zizic has got his second basket.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Bogdanovich. Screen by Sabonis. Shot from 12. Nance with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now Joseph, after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. Here's Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And now look at Jordan Clarkson. Some numbers on him. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game. 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys. But he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Hill, he's checked in for Cleveland. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 19. Here's Young. Pass to Sabonis for the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here is Hill. He's got 9. Stolen by O'Quinn. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Clarkson kicks to Osman. Pass to Zizic. Dishes it to Hill. Cleveland moving the ball around. Clarkson off the screen. The shot misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Collison, the pass to O'Quinn. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
Clarkson with the ball. He's got 11. Kicks it to Nance. Passes it to Zizic. And that one, good. Zizic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, they've got to be fuming. I mean, they were way too late in contesting that layup.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 16. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Young, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Collison in at the point. Now here is Hill. Great open look there. Hill's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs. Screen by Young. Here's Collison. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Hill. Collison's gone 2 for 7 from the field. The pass to Hill. Back to Osman. And stolen by Bogdanovic. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Collison's shot is good.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Now, here's Clarkson, and the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in, and a change for the Pacers. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. They set the pick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Miles Turner comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Tyreke Evans subbed in for Bogdanovic. They get it back. In the corner, Smith with it. And he overshot that one, missing. Pacers trail by 16. And that's Evans penetrating. Young trying to break free. Evans, good. And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
Here's Smith after Tyreke Evans has scored. It's good. 14 points for Smith. And the Pacers with possession here. And here's Collison. He kicks it to Oladipo. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Zizic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that one good from Clarkson.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Evans at the elbow. There's the pick. Floats it up for Young. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you know what? When it comes to alley-oops, few are better at finishing than Thaddeus Young.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. Smith kicks to Zizic. Nans a screen. Clarkson against Oladipo. Ball's knocked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Got a piece of it. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Evans against Smith. Collison kicks to Oladipo. To the inside. Young passes to Oladipo. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 22 is their biggest lead.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Oladipo against Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zizic. From past the arc. Evans with the rebound. Evans has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Oladipo. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Smith wide open. He fired. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First one falls for him. For the Cavaliers, Love comes in for Nance, and Hood subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Young, that falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 5 assists in the game. Here is Hill. Love outside. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hill. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Count that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Off target from three-point range.
And, you know, Kevin, his team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ... He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Hill. Thompson outside. Smith for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Here's Young. Rebound by Smith. Cleveland leading by 16. Down low, here's Hood, and he slams it one-handed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Evans' shot is good.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. That's a pick by Love. Inside. Over Young. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Screen by Young. Evans passes to Oladipo. He dishes it to Young. Oladipo trying to get open. Young's shot is off. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Oladipo, here we go.
Hey, from role player to bona fide star, the jump Oladipo has taken has been outstanding. And he's not done yet, folks. He's continuing to grow.
And for Victor Oladipo, for so many teams, he was the second option on offense. But now, Clark, he's shown he is a full-fledged #1 option.
And you know the thing about that, Kevin, that's really heartening is his teammates love him being in that spot. And that speaks to Oladipo's unselfishness and character. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Aaron Gordon both had great things to say about Oladipo's success leading the team. And again, just a credit to who he is as a young man.
Pacers trail by 18. Outside Collison. There's the pick. Looking to end his cold spell. And Oladipo with the lay-in. Good.
Yeah, he's proven to be more than just a jump shooter now. Oladipo also has the touch needed to score inside.
Hill kicks to Thompson. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Young dishes to Collison. Over Hill. And no good that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Turner with the steal. It's Oladipo on the wing. Outside Turner. Back to Oladipo. Fires for three. The Cavaliers pull it in.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Smith up top, guarded by Oladipo, and the foul on Miles Turner. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. And he makes the first.
Well, I love the confidence that JR shoots the ball with, and on occasion now, he can shoot you in or out of games when he falls in love with that three.
Now here's Evans. Oladipo outside. It's Evans on the wing, covered by Hood. The shot by Turner, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, doesn't matter who you are, the defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
Young passes to Evans. That's tipped. Cleveland leading by 20. Out to Hood. There's the dish to Hill. Cleveland moving the ball around. The screen from Thompson. 6 to shoot. Over Turner. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Feeds it to Evans. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
The Cavaliers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Hill against Collison. Hill kicks to Love. Thompson, a screen on Young. Love the pass to Thompson, and it's sent back by Turner. It's Oladipo on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 6 assists here tonight.
Seems to get better every year from outside. Oladipo feeling comfortable pulling the trigger.
Now here is Smith, the 17-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses. Young inside. He's guarded by Love. Shots good from Young. Young's got 14 points here in the second half.
I tell you, Thaddeus Young flowing and glowing, making it happen. Do it, young fella. Get busy. Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 15. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Rodney Hood.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. From deep, Evans. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson outside. Teams of the past would often pound the offensive glass, Clark. I think of the '84 Celtics, but now teams are running only one, maybe 2 guys to the offensive boards.
I think a big part of it is transition defense is so important that teams now don't send as many people to the offensive glass. But the flip side of that is if you get offensive rebounds, you get opportunities to score, and you can thwart transition chances. So I tilt towards trying to get to the offensive glass as long as you've got a couple of guys that are really good at it.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Love with the screen for Hood. Thompson in the corner. Hill kicks to Love. Smith outside. And another miss by Cleveland. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Cleveland.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against the Pacers.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Rodney Hood.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Picked him clean. Stolen by Joseph. All sorts of time. And it's Osman with the rebound. Hood against Joseph. Outside Hood, and there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Both good from the line that time. From deep. Misses there. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, when you win a game like tonight, what kind of positive things are confirmed?
That we can fight through and beat any team in the league if we're playing well. So for us to get this win here, our 6th man is our crowd. They've been great. They packed the house tonight, and we got a big win against a team that's right up there with the top teams in the league.
You did it all together tonight, Kevin. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.